Before I begin, let me introduce my audience. Misty Watson, Colby Marchman, Cassie Marchman, and Raven Calloway. Have you ever looked at a water bottle or grocery bag and wondered where it goes and if it breaks down? Well, the answer is no. Plastic bottles and grocery bags do not break down, and if they do, it can take up to 1,000 years. Right now, we have enough plastic to wrap around the earth 3 times. Can you imagine? Our environment has several issues that can be decreased with recycling and your help. Today, I will discuss the need for recycling, 3 ways you can recycle, and how much it helps our planet Earth flourish. First, let's discuss the harms of not recycling and how much our planet actually needs it. When we don't recycle, it can cause a major overpopulation in our landfills, and it puts more trash and pollution in our water, air, and the environment. Recycling also affects the oceans and the aquatic life tremendously. For example, the clear soda holders, grocery bags, and water bottles eventually all end up in our oceans when dumped. The wildlife will end up with living in the pollution and trash, and some of the animals even get it caught around their necks. Many of the sea creatures confuse the plastic bags for food. According to the American Disposal Services, a study done by the EPA showed that more than 50% of dead turtles have plastic bags in their stomachs. The bags eventually block their digestive tracts, and the buoyancy makes them float and makes it impossible to dive for food, so eventually they'll starve to death. It will also benefit us humans, because who wants to spend vacations and summers around or in polluted water? The most talked about type of pollution is air pollution. When items that are not recycled pile up in the landfills, it makes the air quality worse. A study found that when more waste is left into landfills, more hydrogen sulfide gas is leaked into the air. The smell of the gas is strong and unpleasant, which also indicates that many more harmful gases are being leaked into the environment also. Pollution also has a huge effect on fossil fuels. If the recycling rates continue as they are now, fossil fuels and reserves will cease to exist. Fossil fuels are used for plastics, gas for vehicles, and life-saving machinery. Fossil fuels are made of fossilized plants and small water creatures. These animals lived almost 360 million years ago, so you can imagine these fuels are irreplaceable. Secondly, let's discuss the proper actions we can take to help improve our environment by recycling. To make a difference, all you need to know is the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reducing the things you buy can decrease your need to recycle altogether. If you don't need it, then don't buy it. But when you are buying things, look into getting things you can reuse over again. If you can't reuse it over again, then just make sure you remember to recycle. Glass, plastic, paper, and aluminum cans are things that need to be recycled. According to the article, Importance of Recycling, if we recycle 1 aluminum can, we are able to save enough energy to run a TV for 3 hours. Isn't that crazy to think about? One way that you can help recycle in your household is to set up different containers for each product. One for paper, plastic, glass, and aluminum. It also helps to use reusable cloth bags instead of plastic when making trips to your local grocery store. Lastly, there are several benefits from recycling, such as cleaner air, saving energy, and money. When we have less trash in our landfills, it leads to less pileup and keeps the air cleaner for our lungs. When gases and sickening fumes from the trash enter our lungs, it causes flare-ups in asthmatic cases and people with lung issues. When our air is clean and fresh, it helps keep the people of our community healthy. Producing products from recovered rather than raw materials uses much less energy and helps decrease the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas. According to Stanford University, the paper, glass, metals, plastic, and organic material Stanford Recycle in 2016 saved a total of about 70,000 million BTUs of energy, which is enough energy to power nearly 613 homes for 1 year. Not only does recycling save energy, but it also saves money. Instead of going to the store and purchasing a case of waters, you could use your reusable water bottles. When you do that, you take away the demand, which takes away the need for more supply. In the end, it saves you money. In conclusion, we have discussed the need for recycling and how it can benefit your life and how it can affect your life. I recommend you take action now to reduce, reuse, and recycle. It is better to do now than later. If we can recycle and help this planet for the better to sustain our earth longer and make it a healthy place to live. Today, I'm challenging you to at least recycle one object. Together, we can make this earth a more eco-friendly place and a safer place to live. Reduce, reuse, and recycle.